And the 21 days has passed and I can say that my life has changed. So I want to share with you exactly what we did, how you can do it, and how your life can change as a result. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Celia and I'm a Danish model, actress, conscious creator, and angelic coach. And today we're going to talk about how you can change your life in 21 days. Just did a challenge on my Instagram, the Conscious Creator Challenge. It finished today. So basically the Conscious Creator Challenge was 21 days where we together on my Instagram would, for the first thing in the morning when we wake up, write down our top 3 goals. Why? Because when you wake up, your brain is in a theta state. Theta state is a very hypnotic state, similar to the state that you are in until the age of 6 or 7. You basically absorb things into your subconscious like a sponge. So in the morning, when you decide to tell yourself your main 3 goals, what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious mind to aiming towards these goals. It's basically your subconscious as a GPS. Every morning you're setting in the directions that this is where you want to go with your life. Why first thing? Because after 15 or 20 minutes or so you're out of the theta state. So you want to do it as the very first thing in the morning. Basically the fact that you actually tell yourself what you want to do, you're already doing more than most people. Most people, when they wake up, they turn on the news, they read the newspaper or whatever, grab a cup of coffee. Everything that they're kind of letting the news, the newspaper, or the world around them dictate how their day is going to be, dictate what kind of life they want. They're wasting the most golden hour of the day, the most precious time of the day, on letting something or someone else dictate what they should think, do, or say. You, as a conscious creator, deciding that you know where you want to go with your life and you're writing it down is already a step further than most people. For this, of course, you have to know what you actually want with your life. If you are not aware of your purpose yet, don't worry. I just posted a video where I talked about how I discovered my purpose, and you can maybe find some tips in there. I will make more content on it as well. You just need to start with 3 goals a day. So it can be anything. For instance, that you want to run a faster pace, you want to eat a salad a day, or you want to start writing that book. If you don't know what your real big goal or purpose is yet, just start with something small, because it will train you to become goal-oriented. You just need to have 3 goals, and they need to be the same consistent goals every single day. This is basically what being conscious creator is all about. You realizing that you can design your life and you're deciding to do so. Sometimes all it takes is a little practice, so you just have to start with wherever you are. The process is very simple. After you've gone to the bathroom in the morning, take a notebook, like this one for an example. Take a pen, take a glass of water, and you just simply write down your top 3 goals in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful now that my running pace is 5 minutes per kilometer. Write it in the present tense, because that's how you're programming your subconscious that you have this thing now. And that's how your subconscious is going to work towards creating this thing now. Your subconscious is just like coding a computer. If you tell it what to do, it's gonna structure the reality around you to try and fit that. But you have to tell it repeatedly in order to really deeply program what it is you want. And that's why we do this first thing in the morning, because it takes less effort and we go more straight to the source instead of having to do it in a time of the day where it's more difficult to reach your subconscious. I suggest you use 3 different goals, and the most important thing is that you have the same goals every day. So you need to write down, repeat the same things every morning, every day, until you have achieved them. It's important you write down the same thing, because you're trying to program your subconscious mind. So if you give it a different program every day, you're just getting your computer all confused and it doesn't know which direction to go. It's going left and right and here and there. You need to give it a clear set of where you want it to go. You can change the description a little bit every day to get yourself feeling it more. Like, for instance, I'm so happy and grateful now that I had such an amazing run. My running pace is 5 minutes, the kilometer, etc. You get what I mean. The most important thing is that you can emotionally connect with it. Writing this down is like giving yourself instructions, but the emotions are the fuel. And the emotions is what really connects with your subconscious and really tells your mind, whoa, this is my reality. Create this reality for me. So basically that's the practice. I spend around 10 to 15 minutes first thing in the morning, and then after I've written everything down, I will visualize for around 1 minute the same things to really get myself started. And then you're ready for the day. You can close the notebook, throw away the pen, and you have now successfully instructed your subconscious of where you want to go. Know that if you have goals that seem very big to your conscious or subconscious mind, it can take a while. The most important thing is that you stay consistent and that you do it every morning. So now I'm going to talk about my 21 days and my experience with this. I was already doing visualization before this challenge, but I was doing it several hours after waking up. And then one day I saw this post on Instagram explaining our brainwave state in the morning, and I knew, aha, I have to change this up. So I did, and I didn't really have any expectations, but honestly guys, I've seen huge results, and I'll explain just a few here. First of all, it felt much different. I definitely felt like I could connect with it a lot more that early in the morning, and it also felt more productive. Because instead of waiting several hours after meditation, exercise, water, all this kind of stuff, I did it first thing. And I felt like, wow, okay, I now clearly told myself where I'm going with my life. Now let's get on with the day and start working productively towards these goals. Then of course you want to know what kind of results did I see. So one of my big goals has to do with my modeling career, and that is probably the area that I saw the most results in. Also due to the fact that I was focusing emotionally most on this goal. So what happened within these 21 days is that I have never been contacted from so many different people's brands, etc. about working with them as I have in the last 21 days. Many times, 3 times a day, I would have different people from Instagram writing me about a shoot, a brand about a shoot, whatever it could be. And more importantly, I also had a week where I was optioned for 3 different really big jobs, and we're talking very big jobs. Being optioned is quite a kind of a big thing, because that means you're kind of one of the last 2 people that they're gonna pick. Getting so much result also helped me see the things I had to work on inside, because part of me was actually kind of uncomfortable with all this opportunity, especially the big jobs, because I wasn't so used to this, so it brought up a lot of the things that have been in the way. Unfortunately, I didn't get the jobs, but I know that I'm closer than I've ever been, and also I know this challenge is working, so I'm going to continue. And it's just a matter of time until I have learned whatever lesson, overcome whatever emotional blockage that was in the way, that I am achieving everything I want. Also, some really interesting synchronicities and manifestations were how modeling would manifest through things you wouldn't expect it to. For instance, I also work in real estate, and I get clients that want to buy apartments in Barcelona. And then I get one client and I notice her email is with the name of one of the biggest agencies here in Barcelona. It turns out she's one of the main bookers of the agency, and I'm now in contact with her. That's just also really interesting synchronicity. All in all, I manifested so many more opportunities. I would say more than 10 times as many opportunities than usual. More paid work, more option jobs, also agencies, etc. Just an influx of modeling opportunities, and that's of course only the beginning of everything, because it's only been 21 days. It helped me see my main obstacle, which has been resistance. Part of me, despite doing the visualization, still had difficulty seeing myself as this person who is living this lifestyle. So I now know what I'm gonna continue with. I'm gonna continue with the same challenge. This is my new habit, and I hope for you guys who did it at home that you got something from it as well, and that you may have decided to implement it as a habit as well. If not too late to start. I told in the video how to do it. You can do it, and tag me on Instagram when you post every day your morning ritual, and that way we will do it together. Combined with this, I'm gonna add a new challenge, which is called the Yes Man Challenge, kind of inspired by the Yes Man movie. This challenge I will also encourage you guys to join me on. We will post it on Instagram every single day, our opportunities, how we handle them, etc. And mainly the Yes Man Challenge will be about releasing resistance. Now we already know how to set the directions for our internal GPS. Now we know how to tell our mind, this is what I want. When that happens, life is going to bring you opportunities, and intellectually they may not always make sense. So we have to learn to allow in, which is the feminine side of it. The conscious creator challenge was very much more of a masculine, directing our energy, telling life what we want, and now we need to balance it with the feminine of allowing in these opportunities. The Yes Man Challenge will be to release resistance and say yes to almost everything that has to do with your goal. Of course, there are some things you need to keep in mind. I would use the following guidelines. Don't ever say yes to anything dangerous. Don't ever say yes to anything illegal. No need to say yes to anything that's impossible to fit in your schedule. Don't worry, you don't have to stress yourself. You also have to know that some things you have to say no to. Don't say yes if it doesn't align with your values, your moral, your integrity. It's important that this is in line with who you are as a spirit and a person. And again, I need to point out it shouldn't be dangerous for anyone or anything involved. This Yes Man Challenge is based on the idea that everything comes into our life for a reason. If you're floating around life with no purpose and no goal and direction, you will have many weird things float into your life. At that stage, there's no point in doing the Yes Man. But now that you're actually directing your life, you are the captain of your own boat. You're going in a very specific direction, and the universe responds to this energy, and it sends people, situations, experiences your way that are going to help you on your path. So these are the things you want to say yes to. So you want to focus this Yes Man Challenge on the things around your goals. So say your goal is running, and then suddenly you walk past a store one day and you just have this feeling to look at their advertisement board, and there's this note for a weekly running club that you can join. You had a feeling to look there, then maybe this happened for a reason. Then instead of the mind rationalizing, oh, I won't be as fast running as them, it will be too expensive, blah blah blah, then try and just do it. You can always stop if you see that it didn't match or it didn't lead to anything. This will help us step outside of our comfort zone and align more with the energy of the goal we want. I want to point out this has to do with anything related to your purpose. You need to do it only reasonably within the 4 parameters that I gave, and trust your intuition. Just trust yourself more than anything, because you will know when something feels right, and those are the moments you want to say yes. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank everyone who joined the Conscious Creator Challenge. It was such a blessing to do with you guys, and it definitely motivated and inspired me to do it even better. So now we're starting this new challenge, the Yes Man Challenge, and I would love for you to join so that we can together again create a much better life and learn to allow in the beautiful things the universe has to offer. If you like these kind of challenges and you're new here, of course join my channel. I talk about everything on how to create your own life, how to become a conscious creator, and this is the Conscious Creator community where we support and help each other in this. Also, I recommend you go follow me on Instagram, Conscious Creator by Celia, and check out my website where I give away a free book that is about what is a conscious creator and how you can become one. So go check that out if you want to learn more about the subject. I also have some free tools, some free blog posts, and lots of other YouTube videos. So guys, thank you so much for joining today. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Ciao!
Make me